Yeah, well, I don't know. I think yeah.
Yeah. Can you say something?
No, no, no. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to another exhibition race here in Ravi Racing, and we're happy to live stream this. We're just checking out new
Oh wait.
settings and yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay. No. Sorry, I thought they couldn't hear you, but it's okay. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we're just checking out new settings and trying to figure out some effective settings for the next races coming up. So yeah, welcome to the stream, and we're happy to have you here. Okay, we'll be starting in a few minutes. Let's wait for them. Let's wait for all the players to come in. Now, this is an exhibition race primarily for reserve drivers, and we just wanted to give reserve drivers some chance to race because they've not been racing as much as the seasonal drivers have been. So, just wanted to have some fun races in between the seasonal races. That's why we're conducting this one.
Yeah, there's 9 people in right now. I don't know who's joining. Who still has to join?
Yeah, let me check. Let me check the attendance for this.
Is Vikram in? Yeah, he's. I don't think Casey is in yet.
There are some people missing here. I think yeah, 14 people signed up. We have only 9 people now.
Is Mountain in?
Yeah, he's in.
Okay. Anirudh isn't, right?
No, no, he said he'll be having some work, so he might not be joining.
Okay.
Okay, we wait 2 minutes and uh, we'll go after that. Anyone who's joining, you can join later into the qualifying session.
Yeah.
The last race has been really fun, to be honest. The Canada race. Did
Yeah, it was
you
really
did you enjoy
nice.
that?
Was really
Yeah,
nice to watch.
yeah. I fucked up though. I fucked up the strategy in between. I got some damage and then yeah, I made 2 extra pit stops after that. It just went downhill after that.
Yeah, the safety car also just made everything way more interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely very intriguing race that one.
Yeah. The General Pippa he's fast, man. And
Yeah,
Casey was driving very well as well. He just made a mistake.
yeah. I think, but Mariner Webb, I think he's just in a different league, to be honest. I think he's gonna run away with the championship quite
Yeah.
easily because of the pace he's going. He started on hards and then just ran off with the race even after a safety car. That's
Did
just
he
crazy.
start on hards?
Yeah, he started on the hards and like slowly climbed up the order, and he was
Okay.
really fast, man.
I think the safety car also really played in his favor.
Yeah, yeah,
It was the perfect time to change from the hards when the
yeah,
safety car came
and
out.
then pit them. But to be honest, we didn't really know how good his pace is because once he was in front after the safety car, the people behind him started fighting really badly. So he just
Yeah.
went away with it, and then after that, I think it sort of neutralized after a few laps. But even after that, he did have some pace over others.
Yeah, but he kept driving away. He was
Yeah,
only improving his
yeah.
best laps and stuff.
His best lap was in a different league, to be honest.
Well, let's hope we can say the same from some people in here now, today.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully, an exciting race. I think one of the main goals is to keep it sort of clean.
yeah. It's a good way to check who's eligible for a seat in the future
Yeah.
if anyone wants so. That's why one of the reasons why we're conducting these races.
How many people were joining normally, you said?
14 people registered in the register section,
Yeah.
and then
Anyway,
yeah,
the race is gonna start in 20 seconds.
yes. Okay, guys, hurry up. We're ready.
Host changed session options. I think he just wanted everyone to unready.
Might be. I'll look at it.
Okay, here we go. Singapore is a very interesting circuit to say the least.
Yeah, we might get some interesting battles in between, and the main problem would be the strategy because the tires wears off really quickly. So you have to even in 25% race, you have to conserve your tires really good.
Where would you say are the best places to overtake on this circuit?
Best places, I think, right after the straight after turn six. I think that's the biggest overtaking opportunity. There aren't many, to be honest. It's a
Mhm.
street circuit, so you don't expect many. But yeah, I think after the straight and then the whole three corner sequence after that, I think that's going to be a good thing to watch. Um,
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how people force the overtake.
yeah,
As
how much they, I mean, how qualitatively they do it as well, obviously.
mhm. First people coming out.
Yeah.
Patrick is out as the first one. Let's get some more information.
I logged out. I was kicked out of the session. Join in a second.
There we go.
Let's see who goes on. If anyone goes on mediums at the start of the race, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, what's the best strategy around here? Because it's a 25%, so it will probably go from soft to mediums or the other way around, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. I think that's the only possibility for 24% race. 50% race, I think medium to hards maybe, but 25%, that I think that's pretty straightforward.
Mhm. We're gonna stay on board with Patrick and watch his first hot lap, which is gonna start very soon. Coming very close to the wall. Into the last sequence of corners, and then we're off for the first lap. Not the greatest start to his lap. Wanna go as fast as possible through the last sequence of corners. Running a bit wide in turn 3.
Yeah.
Still looks clean.
Looks clean so far. Interesting. So people have chosen medium tires. Svenna, Takashi, and Vikram are on medium tires so far. So let's see how much space they got on those tires. And oh no,
And
he
he
just
made a
went straight
mistake.
into the wall. That's a big mistake there
Now,
by Patrick.
it will be interesting to see whether he straight up aborts the lap and goes for another run. Because I don't know,
Yeah,
is damage on?
I think it's on. It's on reduced, I think. So I think
Well
he has
then,
to go back to the pits.
yeah, he will have to. Yes, he's struggling very much with understeer.
Yes.
So let's
I
go
think he definitely
to
has some damage.
Svenna instead, which is behind. Who is behind him? Oh no, Takashi. He's on the medium
Yes.
compounds, so let's see.
So let's see. Oh, someone's in the wall there. Who is that? I
No,
think that's
Patrick
Patrick as
just
well,
went
right?
off the circuit to make room for Takashi.
Okay, okay. Let's go sportsmanship there. It's really hard to give some space in this track because it's so tight. You have to be
Yeah,
really careful.
make sure you're not on the racing line.
Yeah, it's easy to mess up someone's lap while you're not concentrating.
Seems like a solid lap from Takashi.
Yeah,
137.
nothing untoward to put a finger on. Let's see how other people do it. Vikram is a fast guy, but yeah, he's a bit slower there. He's almost, what is that, 2 seconds slower than me? Yeah, he's almost 2 seconds slower than Takashi. And yeah, Takashi seems to be really good, even on medium tires. G-Chroma goes the fastest on soft tires with the
Seems like Casey just aborted his lap,
38.2. Yeah,
as it is invalid as well.
yeah, he might have encountered traffic, maybe not. Sure. He's going another straight away for another lap, but I don't know how much his ERS is going to be left for this lap. Let's see. He's using the esports line very well there. Going really wide. He's using all the. Oh no, he spun. He spun really badly there.
His teammate managed to
That's.
avoid him.
Yeah.
He's also
Did he
on.
get damage from that?
Yeah, he lost his entire front wing.
Yeah, he lost his front wing, so he has to go back to it. There's some precious time, especially in this. Oh, someone's in the middle of the track.
Yes, I think it's Cool Dog.
Bulldog, yes. I think he retired. So yeah, I
Looks
think he had a
like it,
big
yes.
crash there. He had a big crash there and he's standing straight in the middle of the long straight there.
He's now teleported to the pit lane, so
Yeah. We're not sure if he crashed out or he's locked out of the station. Yeah, anyways. Chico almost seems to be the next best guy, but even him is almost a second off from Takashi, who is still on medium tires. Takashi is showing some really good pace here. Let's see what Faizan does in his soft tires. I think he's in his in lab. I think he's completed his lab, so he's in his in lab. The
went into
gaps
the
are active.
pits. Mountain is finishing his lap, and it is a 140. But he set the
140.
fastest.
That's
He set the fastest last sector. So
yes, he did. I think he has some pace there.
He's,
The third circuit is really you have to be really good on throttle and how to manage the traction there. So yeah, I think he definitely has some more pace to give, and he's on soft tires. Let's see what it does.
seems like Vikram is going out again. This time on the softs.
Yes,
Because he
so
said
he
a
might improve.
139 on the mediums, right?
Yeah, 139.139 there, mediums.
You might have gotten a warning for
Crossing the
leaving.
white line.
Yes, on the pit exit.
Yeah, it isn't too bad here, but I think in the race they'll punish you really badly if you cross the white line.
Mhm. Looks like a train of people is also getting their outlap in.
Yeah,
It's Streeter, Takashi, and Racing Point. And seems like Patrick
and
is
they
out as well, but
Patrick, yeah,
he's on a
yeah,
hot lap.
all of them are close together.
I think he's also on an outlap, but the game doesn't say it's on an outlap.
Yeah, it's showing out lap for me.
Okay. Okay, Vikram is getting into the last sector in the last
So
second
let's be on
corners.
board for his lap here. See how he does, how much he improves.
He should be a contender at least for the top 3, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He's a fast guy, but he's not as consistent. That's why he didn't score much points the last two races in the league. But let's see what he does. Or let's say average start to the lap. Oh, he's going really wide. A lot of understeer for him.
Still recoverable.
Yeah.
The lap is still long.
Traction is so important on the circuit. You have to be really careful with the throttle because sometimes there's no grip and sometimes you have to fight the car to get some more lap time out of it.
I think he aborted because he's not using
Yeah,
the
he
DRS.
lifted up. He lifted.
So let's go on board with Streeter, who is on hot lap.
Yeah, he's on a hot lap there, Streeter. He isn't attacking it as much, but oh, seems fairly clean so far.
Slightly brushed the wall. Let's hope he doesn't
Yeah,
have damage. Doesn't really look like it. He's still able to
yeah,
take all the
he's
corners.
yeah, very clean here from Streeter. Someone is right behind him. I wonder who it is.
It's Takashi.
It's Takashi, yeah.
He's also on a pretty good lap. Maybe even benefiting
Yeah,
from some
he's
slipstream.
maybe, but I think slipstream is you shouldn't be having for slipstream in this circuit. Oh, he had a bit of oversteer there. It's almost 3 tenths off after 2 sectors, Takashi. So let's see if he improves.
Streeter's gonna put in a top 3 lap.
Yes. Oh, he's really close there.
Yeah.
And Takashi beats it.
With
Takashi beats it again.
yes,
It's
this
almost
time
seven
with a
tenths
soft,
between.
of course, because his last lap was still with the mediums.
Yeah. Yes, then you're right. He did improve on soft tires there.
Let's
Casey He's the fastest guy apparently. He did 36.458. That's really good lap of AC. Yeah, well, it's only a hot lap here. There's a big gap here after Streeter to G Chroma. So, and pretty much everyone after that. But I think there's some guys here who could barely stop five. So let's see.
I think Five Sun should also be should have an
I'm
easy
not sure
time
to be
improving.
honest. Faizan is fast, but I mean not really fast. I think is almost equal to me in terms of pace. But I don't know if he's on keyboard or the controller.
I'm not
But
sure either. Let's
yeah,
have a
he's
look.
not an out lap. I think he's in lap there.
I think he has a wheel, or although no, it will be a
No,
controller.
no, it's yeah, it's probably a controller. Shwana is in his out lap.
Vikram did not have the. He was on a cooldown lap, I guess.
Yeah, he's in the pits. Vikram is in pits. Uh, who else is in laps? I think Faizan is in
Fivezan is struggling with ERS,
in lap.
or is it this in lap? I'm not sure.
I think he's in his in lap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in lap.
he's coming in pits.
Okay. Some mountain is also going in. Oh no, he is. Is he improving? I think he improved. Yeah, by 3/10.
3 runs, yeah, but it's still not good enough. Almost 3.7 seconds of the leader. It's a
Seems like G
huge
Chroma
bet.
has come back out again as well.
Yeah. G-Chrome is a fast guy as well, so he shouldn't be that far off, to be honest. He's in his out lap. Let's see what Svena is doing in his lap. Still is in out lap, Svena. This third sector is notorious for having really bad tire temperatures after once you reach the end of the lap. You have to fight the car really hard to keep the temperature low. But you also lose grip at the end, so it's a really big compromise you have to be making.
Seems
I
like
think
a
about it, yes. Svena is about this lap, I think, because the low roll of the throttle. Yeah, he's avoided it.
I expect the same from Mountain, who is in front of G Chroma. G Chroma on his outlap, getting ready to get his final run in, I think.
Yeah.
Or he does 2 laps on the same tires, which is not
Oh, that's really wide. That's really slow on the entry to the lap. G
he's
Chroma.
lagging a little bit.
Yes.
Not the best first turn either. Went a bit deep.
When it lags, it's a bit weird. Sometimes he just takes the time off. Even if you do like a over the lap, the lag just shoves off some time off from your lap just because of connection. Just going wide some understeer for G Chroma. Did he improve on the first sector?
I didn't see it, sorry.
Okay.
But it looks like a pretty okay lap to me
Yeah.
at the moment.
Bit of understeer, but not too bad. So that's a lot wide there.
Let's
Into
see
the
if he's
hairpin.
still improving or not. No, he's
No,
a
he's
second two
almost
up.
second of. Yeah. So that's not worth the lap. I don't know. Maybe he does pull off some time in sector 3.
Let's go on board with KC instead, who just starts his lap now.
Nice. Still improving. That's good. So I think everybody's on their final runs because we're ending the session almost in a minute.
Also, Chroma just went into the pits, which is
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't improving, so there's no point. Well, everybody's on their out laps. Some of them might not make it.
Casey is encountering some traffic, including his teammate and the the Alfa Romeo of Patrick.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
These
hope.
guys don't. Yeah, they can't make it. There's a bit of lock up. Oh no, that's a big spin there for Casey. He's fast though. He's showing some commitment into the corners, like taking proper racing lines and stuff. Yeah, he backs out there. I think he's happy with this lap.
Oh, and just
Let's see if
crashes into the wall out of frustration.
let's see if Takashi improves on a bit
Takashi
in
or
this lap.
Svenna, maybe? Let's go on board with Takashi.
Takashi is 4 tenths up from his previous lap, so this should be an easy 4 lap here from Takashi. So Casey and Takashi are the fast guys. Let's see if he improves in the third sector.
Went a little wide.
Yeah,
Might lose a tenth.
bit of oversteer as well in the mid section. Let's see.
Nails the final corner.
Yeah, he
Five
does into
tenths.
almost a half a second. That's a really good lap from Takashi. He's on pole. I don't think anyone could contest that at the moment.
In the 35s. That's a
Yes.
great lap from Takashi.
Yeah, he's really fast now.
So I don't know. I
He's,
think
he's
Streeter is
definitely fast.
still running.
Yeah, she's running, but I don't think he's going to improve.
And
But I'm
Vikram
not
is as
sure on
well.
that. Yes. But Vikram rolled back. He's almost 8 seconds off in the sector times.
Streeter got second.
Yeah.
He improved.
Second. Wow. Yeah, that's a really good lap from Streeter. So we got some fast guys, but Takashi is seem to be a
Vikram.
a bit more pace. Vikram goes into the pit, so he's aborted his lap, and that's it, I think, for qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting qualifying here. The top three look close, really close actually. But let's see what they do in the race. Let's see how their consistency is. That's all that matters in Singapore here. Bit of damage and you're done for the race, to be honest. You have to be really careful. And the next three guys seem to be really close as well, from Vikram to Faizan. But I think Vikram has a bit more pace to show.
I think
Yes,
Casey
and
as well.
that's yeah.
I think Casey would have come close to the lap from Takashi.
Yeah, he had some understeer moments in his lap, so maybe a few tenths left in his tank. But that's it. That's the end of qualifying. Let's see the results here. So Takashi gets pole by 135.975. That's a really good lap from Takashi. And Streeter is 4 tenths behind him, and Casey follows him really closely. Vikram, Swenna, Faizan, G Chroma, Patrick, Mountain, and then Cool Dog. I don't think Cool Dog got enough laps. We're not sure if he retired from the session or he got disconnected. But yeah, let's see how this pans out. Interesting race, interesting race.
Oh, and it's a rainy start.
Yeah, I knew that. Faizan just sold it in, so it's gonna be a rainy race. Should make
Seems.
things very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for everyone to join. It seems like
Yeah,
Freeman also joined.
yeah. He
Oh,
did register for the attendance,
yeah.
but he didn't make it for the qualifying. But yeah, Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see.
it's already 5 lights.
5 lights, and away
It's
we go.
is this
It's a really slow start from everyone.
very abrupt start, but we are
Yeah.
off.
Oh,
Seems
this is
like
spinner there.
Casey's
This is spinner
off,
there. KC just won there.
and it's just a mess
Some
in the
huge
pack.
incidents. Yeah. These wet conditions in Singapore was really bad. KC and Svenna have collided and they lost their front wings. There's a virtual safety car right now. Oh no. KC's I think he spun again as well.
Seems like Five Son lost a bit of his wing.
Yes. Yeah, he's losing major wing elements there.
Sven as
So
well.
many of them have lost their wing. Uh, we don't know if there's going to be a safety car, but
Surprisingly,
everyone's
Casey doesn't have any wing damage.
yeah. Patrick just lost it, and Jigrom capitalized on that. Everybody's running wide, everybody's oversteering. It's just a big mess here. Takashi seems really controlled though. I don't think he has any wing damage, so he should be good for the next few laps.
A little fight between Five Son and Mountain.
Yeah, they're side by side, but Putin is ahead and he's going to take the position.
I feel like Five Son is gonna
No,
have to pit
yeah,
with his front wing damage.
Mountain, but he did overtake Mountain, and it's really slowing them down. Wow,
Vikram got a
he's
5
just
second penalty for exceeding track
exceeding track
limits.
limits. Yeah, Faizan is really slow, and he's just parking the bus in every exit. So they all three of them are struggling.
Freeman has retired from the race. He had a very short uh,
Short
participation
race.
in this
Yeah,
race, and it seems like uh, Racing Point spun at the last corner as well.
yeah. Bulldog, I think. Sven and Kulda both have major damage.
I think it was Streeter who spun.
Yeah, he
Streeter
has
also has
damage as well.
damage.
Everyone's with almost half of the field is with half the front wings. So let's see who pits and who doesn't. Takashi is just leading and just going away from everyone because nobody is there to cause any incidents, and he's showing some really good pace here.
And Mountain crashed. I
I didn't
don't know
catch
what
it, but
happened. They were 3 wide on the
yeah, Faizan is not
racetrack.
pitting. That's interesting. Very few people, only Suvarna pit actually. That's interesting. I don't know how much they're gonna go with the uh,
I think
lack of
everyone's
front
gonna pit
wing.
now as the safety car has come out.
Yes, it is a safety car because KC has gone to escape area. I think he locked up or something. He lost completely his front wing. There's no front wing in his car. He's just doing some donuts or something. Oh no, yeah, he retired there from the session.
Okay,
Madness from the
our second
I think
DNF.
yeah, KC has retired. Bulldog as well. Bulldog has retired as well. So this is just a huge mess here.
Svenna has
And
got
I
a
think
drive-through penalty.
everyone's just waiting for the reverse grid race at this moment, except Takashi, because there's so much of a mess in this wet race here.
It's gonna be interesting to see how bad the tires are gonna be when the safety car comes into the pits.
Yeah,
Mountain also got a 5 second penalty for exceeding track
yes, he
limits.
does. He does. Um, I think he has some damage. Yeah, he does have some damage. So many of them will pit, I assume.
The problem for Svenna is that he has a drive-through penalty.
Oh no! Did he jump the start?
Uh, I think he ignored the delta to the for the safety car.
Oh, so that's a really unfortunate there for sure.
I saw a lot of people into the pits for new wings.
Yeah.
5's on as well.
But I think if they keep it clean and don't have any wing damage, I think the Betas would last the entire resistance because Betas are usually durable enough, even for Singapore.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe if the rain starts to ease a bit, then switch to the inters.
Yeah, we're not sure with the how the weather conditions are gonna be, but it's full wind. But I don't think it's gonna be dry enough that fast to go into soft ice or anything. But yeah, see, Streeter has retired as well, so I have 4 day naps already. See, let's see. I think Takashi is gonna run even after the safety car, unless G Chroma can just send it and cause any accidents. Takashi. Oops, sorry for that. I'll be back in a sec. Wait a minute.
Now the guys like 5's on and Mountain and Patrick and Svenna still have to make up a lot of ground.
Yes,
Hopefully for
they're a
them,
lot way behind. I think it's going to
the
stay
safety
for
cars
one lap.
stay out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's staying up for one more lap. Yeah, it is. So I think they'll catch up eventually. At least hopefully, because it's that's all they're going to do this one.
5's on getting really close to the wall there again.
Yeah. He's a bit erratic with the steering controls there, just like me.
Yes. Just not.
I'm terrible at wet. It just slides everywhere because on a controller it's really hard because you can't make the smooth adjustment you can do with the steering wheel. So when you make this abrupt change of direction, the car just slides everywhere. You can't even control it, to be honest. I think that's a big disadvantage for the controllers. But some experienced player would get over that. But
Still 20 seconds to catch up.
yeah, I think they'll do it. It's a long lap here, so I don't think they're gonna have much problem. But I think safety cars in this lap, we didn't get any notification, but it should be. G-Chroma is leading. How come that? I didn't notice it.
I think
Takashi is gone.
Takashi made a mistake then, because I don't see
Yeah, that's
how
interesting.
that happened
Who's
otherwise.
leading? Yeah, that's interesting. So he's the much faster guy. And restart, we have to see how far they fight, what incidents will be there.
Yeah, so the safety car seems to. Oh, never mind. I thought the safety car was pulling away, but not yet.
Uh, there's a bug in this game sometimes that you complete a lap with the safety car and then the safety car just vanishes and then appears in a different part of the track. And if you go past it, you're disqualified immediately. It happened with me on a different league. The first league I ever raced in, it's called GRL. So what happened in Canada was that we were going to the safety car period, and then the safety car just vanished and then came behind us out of nowhere. And because we were ahead of the safety car, it just disqualified all of us from the lobby. So we had to
Okay.
restart the race completely. It was a fucking mess there.
Okay, so
Some
everyone is
huge
getting
issues.
ready to start the race again.
Ooh. G
Seems
Chroma
like,
got
seems like
bit
Vikram, and Vikram got a penalty for contact with G Chroma.
G Chroma. Yeah. And yeah, they're starting safety car in this. When Tekashi is already side to side with Vikram, but Vikram is fighting it wheel to wheel.
And
Oh,
they
they touched,
spin
they
out.
touched. Oh no.
Vikram
That's a
is just
really
pushing
bad.
him, pushing him all the way.
That's a really bad incident. He just dragging him along. That's really bad. Let's see how Takashi recovers after that. That's really weird incident. I don't know if he has any damage, Takashi there. But that's a really weird incident there.
Patrick and Mountain fighting very hard.
Yeah. Faizan is there as well. These guys seem to be really close. But Patrick, the Takashi is all the way back. So let's see what.
Patrick just
Oh, that's.
pushed Five
Oh,
Sun
he
into
just
the wall.
into the wall. Yeah, he gave left in no space at all.
Mountain going for a switchback.
Nice racing here between these guys here. Vikram goes a bit quiet, but I think Zikrom is pulling out now.
Patrick going wide. Ooh,
Okay, the last four are really close. And the fastest guy, presumably, is behind them. Oh no, he's lost the front wing there.
Patrick
Uh,
did, yeah.
Patrick left the front wing behind Mountain.
Takashi got
But he's,
disqualified
what?
for
How did
multiple
that happen?
penalties. Mountain is into the
Whoa.
wall.
It's all taking off. Wow. It's been just 5 laps and half of the field is already done.
Yeah, there's 10 more to go, and it seems like it's
Yeah.
starting to rain heavier and heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Track's getting better, to be honest. Mountain lost half of the front wing, so he has to pit. Otherwise, I don't see him even making it till the end of the race. Svenna is hanging behind Patrick.
Svenna getting a pretty good exit of the last corner.
Yes. Let's see what he does with Patrick here. Vikram is fairly ahead, almost 6 seconds again. So unless he makes a huge mistake, he slides. Patrick is just sliding everywhere.
Gico
And they have to go
Roma
side by side.
went into the pits because
Yes,
he was
Gikoma is
in
in
the
the
lead.
pit. Yes, you're right. Oh, they're side by side here. And Svenna gets ahead.
And Svenna is in second. From and
Oh
a
no!
small
Oh,
touch.
that's a huge lag spike there suddenly.
And that's
Oh,
another
he's
shot
spinning
from
around.
Patrick.
Very weird
And
racing going on.
that brings Faizan back into the mix.
Faizan.
And Svenna spun.
Oh no!
Patrick is in
I did.
second. Patrick might have lost a part of his wing by touching the wall. Let's take a look. I think he lost his end plate.
Faizan is in podium positions already. Let's see what G Chroma does after a front wing repair. It is good enough for fighting for the podium.
Patrick did lose a part of his front wing. So if
Yes, yeah. He went way late on the brakes there. Goes into the escape road, and I think Faizan is right with. Oh no, he's on the racing line and slowed down Faizan. And G Chroma is not too far behind as well.
no, G Chroma is closing in fast.
Yeah. Does Svenna has any damage? Yeah, he misses a
I think he
anklet
lost a
there.
bit of his wing, yeah.
Yeah. Mountain is nowhere behind everyone.
Chroma is
Having a
closing in
different race.
1 second in a sector.
So huge pace difference. Let's see what this fight gives out. Yeah. These guys are close now. And Vikram pits. Vikram pits and he's serving a penalty as well. Wow. He definitely drops back to maybe Svenna pits as well. Mountain continues on. So Mountain is gonna jump Vikram, I think. They're fighting really hard there.
Five Sun and Patrick battling for the lead.
Yes.
I think
G-Crom is not too far behind. Oh, they're adjusting for position.
Patrick does have damage. And Chroma is also close to them. Chroma is on the
Oh,
inters. That's why there's such a pace difference.
yeah. But oh, he just sent it on Patrick G Chroma.
I don't feel like Patrick is gonna be able to hold this. Oh, and he
Oh no,
just
he went
crashed
into the
into
back of
Chroma.
him.
And
Oh
Chroma
no,
lost his
that's a
wing.
huge accident.
Chroma just lost his entire wing,
And then wing, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Faizan's got it at this point, but it's only been half midway through. Uh, the rain seems to be easing a bit.
Yeah,
That's why I think
especially
Inters are
if you see Chroma going on the inters and
yeah,
closing in 1 second in a sector, it's pretty clear the inters are the faster tire
these
now.
are yeah.
Let's check
Everyone's
the
spaced
tires.
out. Some people with damage, some people with issues.
So you can see Chroma is on the inters, Vikram is on the inters, and Mountain as well.
Mountains, yeah. But J Chroma has massive damage, so I think he has to pit. He will pit, I think, again. But he has the pace,
Five Sun
and
is also
Faizan.
pitting.
Interesting. He's in the
Yes,
lead. I don't see why he gives up on the lead there, but
because
yeah,
he is on wets and there is a
yeah,
clear difference in pace between the
yeah,
wets and
yeah.
inters.
He's aware of it, so I think that's why.
Chroma also coming into the pits for a new wing.
He's held a bit. Faizan is held a bit in the pits.
So that means
Patrick
Mountain is now the leader of the race.
leader of the race.
I don't know how
What
many
is
changes we've seen for the lead of the race,
yes,
but
yeah.
it must be at least 10 times.
And most of them not because of fighting. Most of them are because someone pit or someone crashed out.
Exactly.
Svena is in as well. So Svena's going to be last. Everyone is on Inters now. Let's see how each one's spaced. Everyone's is very much spaced out. But let's see who catches on who.
The closest two are Patrick and Chroma.
Yeah, I think
Chroma is.
Jikoma will catch up eventually because of his pace.
Let's see how the gap changes.
Vikram is still slower than Mountain. Interesting.
I feel like Vikram needs time to adapt to the conditions.
Yeah, definitely.
The biggest problem is that the conditions keep changing as well.
Yeah, but it's still raining, so I don't think it's gonna get dry at the end
I don't
because
think
we're
so either,
halfway
no.
through. Patrick and Jikrum are getting close here. 3 seconds now. 3.3 seconds now is the difference between them. Swan is a long way behind everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone just sprinkled around the track.
Chroma is putting a lot of pressure on Patrick. Patrick is
Yeah.
very cautious.
Ooh, he almost went into the wall there, Jikrum. Patrick is driving very cautiously. I think he's on a wheel, but still. Mountain sets the fastest lap of the race with the 157.
Patrick is indeed
And
on the wheel, yes.
Vikram sets the fastest lap. Jikoma is closing up really good. Just 2 seconds. Patrick gets a 3 second time penalty.
Patrick is also
Everyone
closing up to 5 Sun, so 5 Sun must have made a mistake.
stay, yeah.
Maybe he lost a bit of his wing, doesn't
Front
seem
wing.
like it.
This game just dishes out some crazy camera angles. You don't have any clue why they're even there.
Exactly. Chroma getting
He
within 2
doesn't have
seconds now.
damage. Bison doesn't have damage, but still he's slow. But G-Chrome is getting really close to Patrick now. Patrick is closing in on Faizan. Let's see what this fight will end up in.
Chroma getting within 1 second.
Yes, really close there, Chroma. But closing in is one thing and overtaking is another, especially with some erratic drivers in the lobby.
Yeah, seems like Patrick likes to defend very hard.
He's bit of overstay there for Patrick, and J-Crom is getting really close now. Faizan is pulling out because of this mistakes by Patrick. But the pace between Mountain and Vikram seems stable. They don't seem to close in any other.
It's gonna be interesting to see what the standings are after the penalties, because
Yeah, definitely.
Vikram
Huge
and
penalty to be start.
Mountain both have at least one penalty.
Yeah, G-Groma is just so much faster than these two here.
Let's see where he is able to make the overtake.
Made a slight mistake, G-Groma, so he lost a bit of time there, but he set the first lap at 157.1.
Patrick also within 1 second of
Second of
Faizan.
Faizan, yeah.
Seems like Faizan is really struggling.
And it's the side by side, but G-Groma lets go because he knows it's a bad situation to go side by side in a big race, especially alongside someone like Patrick.
He opts to try and go for a better exit, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Who's fighting at the end of the straight?
I think it's best if he lets Patrick and Faizan battle it out.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Definitely, I think there's going to be wing damage here for someone. Faizan goes really wide.
Chroma getting on the power very early. Makes him almost lose the car. Patrick making a mistake.
And Patrick made a mistake, yeah. Oh, he pushes him into the wall there a bit.
Chroma might have damage. He does not, but Patrick has lost some time.
I think Patrick has some damage actually.
He does?
Yeah, he missing his left end plate there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Patrick has some damage. Let's see what J-Chroma does with Faizan here. I don't think both have any damage. Let's see.
In general, not the worst outcome. Out of all the things that could have happened, this was a cleaner one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Svenna is just in a different race and he's almost about to get lapped, to be honest. That's how far off he is of pace. But Vikram and Mountain are really close on pace. Every time I see them, they're all every time there's 9 seconds or 9.2 seconds in each other. They're fighting. Faizan and J-Chroma fighting side by side. J-Chroma gets ahead easily.
Seems like Takashi is asking if Vikram will get a penalty for pushing him off the track. I don't feel like people are gonna get penalties in the standings after this races. This is one of the exhibition races.
Exhibition races, yeah, exactly.
And the standings don't really matter that much.
Yeah, but there's going to be some discussion after this. I'm pretty sure of that.
I think so as well, especially after the race start. Now keep in mind, everyone who is racing here will race in another 25% race, but with a reverse grid, which means Takashi is gonna start in first place.
And he's the fastest guy, to be honest, I think.
I feel so as well. I feel so as well.
We didn't know what Freeman is capable of, but I don't think he's as quick as Takashi is, but let's see.
We have to keep in mind these guys are just sitting behind their computer for the entirety of this race, as they were out of the race very early.
Yeah, definitely.
Which means all the guys on track now are having the experience of driving on the track, getting the brakings, getting their braking spots on point and things like that.
But if it's a dry race, I don't think it really matters that much because it's going to be a completely different braking points and such.
That's true, yeah.
So there are no minor gaps between. Everyone is spaced out again.
Mountain is getting close to Svenna though.
Yeah, he's about to lap him. Maybe 10 seconds I think difference between them. But yeah, the race seems to ease out. Let's see if anyone goes for fastest laps. We have Velofia in sector 2. Who's that? Oh, Vikram. I think he's spun. Vikram has spun, I think. Yeah, lost major time. I don't think he has any damage. Let's see. He doesn't, so he doesn't have any damage. He's preventing me. Chikroma is closing in on Vikram.
I think Vikram made a mistake because the gap was 20 seconds.
Yeah, he
and
definitely
it's down
made.
to
Yeah,
10.
there were yellow flags in sector. Yeah, it's fun, I think.
Let's see if he has any damage. Doesn't look like it.
It doesn't have the damage.
I don't feel like
Unless at the fast lap. Wow, interesting.
I don't think the order is gonna change much
Yeah,
as
they're
the
very
gaps.
spaced out. Yeah, even if penalties apply, I don't think they're close enough for anyone to affect it too much.
And Chroma
Oh,
touches a
Chikroma
wall.
makes.
He loses part of his wing.
He's sliding everywhere. I don't know if
It's
he's gonna pit or not because there's only 2 laps after this.
it's only the end plate, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure what he's
and he's
gonna do.
faster than the guys behind him, so I don't think. Yeah, he does it easy. Does a bit.
Depends on how many penalties he has and how many penalties Five Sun has. Speaking of penalties,
Yeah,
Vikram got another 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
which
So he has at least 11 seconds, as he already had a
yeah,
3-second penalty for exceeding limits and a 5-second penalty for touching mountain. Or
yeah.
for
Did
touching.
Swinnets and service track penalty?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't get any extra penalties after
No,
this,
no, no.
except
It
from
was
the.
not a drive-through. He literally got a 5-second penalty for touching someone under safety car conditions.
Okay, okay. Mountain is clearly ahead, and let's see if he makes a mistake in the last 2 laps. But I think he's fairly adapted to the conditions. It doesn't need to have any problem. G-Chroma is struggling with that understeer after the front wing damage, but still faster than Faizan.
I think Fiveson made a mistake again because he was
Yeah,
within 3 seconds.
yeah, he went too light on the brakes there.
Seems like Fiveson has a lot of oversteer.
And understeer as well. He's braking too late into several corners. Yeah, I don't know if he has any setup or not, but I don't think it matters that hugely.
Depends if it is a drive setup, a
Yeah,
dry
yeah,
setup. It might be very bad.
very bad. Yeah, very oversteery and very understeery as well.
He was 2 seconds slower compared to his fastest lap.
Everyone is driving easily now. Everyone's showing themselves. Just bring it home.
Let's go on board with Mountain and watch his last 2 laps. I'm imagining he has no pressure whatsoever of finishing this
Yeah,
race.
but you don't know what the penalty situation is going to be. But he's fairly away from Vikram, 18 seconds. So I don't think he's going to have any troubles.
He just has to make sure not to make a mistake.
Yeah, if he loses much time, I think the penalty is going to hit him back. at the end of the race. He's driving very cautiously, taking it nice and easy.
I don't actually think that Chroma has any penalties. Let me check real quick. Chroma is a very clean driver. He does not have a penalty. Not even a
Wow.
single warning.
Okay, so if Chroma gets a bit in his space, he might get second position at the end of the race.
Vikram has 13 seconds of penalties. So he's effectively behind G Chroma.
Yes. Unless G Chroma loses much more time in this last lap.
I think G Chroma is aware because he will have heard it from his engineer.
Yes. It actually helps as well where if you uh, sort of be aware of where the penalty situation is around you, you can gain more confidence or drive more conservatively. So it definitely helps. Yeah, let's see if you can keep that 410 of a gap to keep it in second place.
Mountain going into the last sector.
Anirudh has joined us, so he's going to be there for the next race, I think. Let's
Is
see. Yeah,
he? Does that mean he starts last or first?
I think I think last
Yes.
because he didn't participate in this race.
Anirudh is also a pretty fast guy, for people who
Yeah,
don't know him.
definitely. He's definitely a top three kind of guy. He's very consistent. So I think he's second or third in the championship right now. So yeah, he's a fast driver and he's really consistent. It would be interesting to see.
And Mountain
Chikroma
wins
is
the race.
yes,
Vikram
and
is
Vikram
coming over the line as
is
well.
only 12 seconds ahead of Chikroma. Let's see what Chikroma can keep or rather improve on his position with the penalties.
Don't
He's
celebrate
leading.
yet. Why are you
Yes,
celebrating?
yes.
Why are you
No, no, no,
celebrating?
no.
He doesn't know. He
He
doesn't know.
doesn't know the penalty. You know,
Although did he lose 6 seconds on the last stop?
second sense. Yeah, he just rolled off the throttle there. But I think he has 9 seconds. Vikram has 9 seconds, so I think that's why there's 6 seconds of difference.
If I look into the race director, it tells me two 5 second penalties and at the end another 5 seconds and a penalty at lap 13.
Maybe Chikroma has some penalty help.
Maybe he did in the end, and that's why he back. Oh no, he doesn't have a single warning.
Wow, that's some clean racing there from Chikroma.
So we're
Most of them
waiting
are from Vikram.
for Svenna and Patrick to finish the race. Patrick coming
Yes.
close to the end now. Patrick might actually even become last, as Svenna might have less penalties. And indeed, Patrick
Yes,
comes last.
that's that's a good one. Patrick, I mean Swana on this pace at the last because he's at the fastest time at the end.
I mean, let us stay clear. He was not last. He was last from the surviving drivers, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
A lot of people
definitely.
retiring.
But he wasn't showing the pace in qualifying, so I don't know how fast he was. Yeah,
It's
interesting race.
difficult
Yeah,
to
it
guess.
just it landed out at the end, but some interesting battles in between. So yeah, let's see what the reverse race holds. For the results.
No, it seems like Vikram had a 8-second penalty. So
Okay.
indeed,
Did it show the results for you?
yeah, I don't know why it said that in the race director screen.
Okay. Now we wait for Faizan to set the grid for the reverse race.
Maybe he did get a 5-second stop go penalty.
Which one?
Vikram.
Yeah.
Did you post the result?
Did you? No. It didn't even show the results for me actually.
Oh, okay, I didn't take a screenshot, but you can look back on the stream.
I think Faizan took this screenshot, so he's
Okay.
on it. There's 8 people watching. Hi guys. Yeah, interesting.
So now the reverse grid is going to be set up.
Yes.
So we'll have to wait a little while for Faizan to complete it, and then we'll go into the second race.
And
Maybe
hopefully
different.
it's much more indicative of everyone's pace and have some good battles there as well, because try is usually much more comfortable for everyone.
Maybe different weather might also change a lot.
Yeah. I think I'll ask Faizan to actually set it to clear, because it's in dynamic, so if it goes to wet again, it will be just boring again to watch wet race.
I'm very impressed with G Chroma.
Yes.
I think I've seen him take one penalty in the race so far, and that was in a race where people had like 2 or 3 penalties at least.
Yeah, he's a very conservative, fast enough driver.
He's
Very
fast
clean driver.
and very clean, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's running up. Let's see what Faizan did with reverse gate. Let's see which still waiting. Faizan's change settings. I notified him to change the books. He should be putting the weather on clear.
Yeah, so everyone don't ready up before Faizan readies up. Seems like he has now, so it should be fine.
The weather is not clear, so yeah, it's gonna be fine. I think the grid is set, so everyone, yes, ready up.
Seems like some people left us.
Left, yeah.
For instance, Freeman left.
KC and Freeman, I think.
Yeah. And someone else must have left as well. Cool Doc is not here anymore.
Yeah.
And Streeter isn't either.
Cool Doc, I think Cool Doc left right after lap 1 or lap 2. Maybe his network connection isn't good enough.
Streeter is gone as well.
Yeah.
Now, of course, people might have just left because they're not feeling it today.
Yeah, it's fine. It's an exhibition race, so
I won't blame people for not wanting to race anymore after the last race.
Yeah.
Let's hope for a better start this race.
Yeah, much more cleaner racing. What's the weather there in Belgium?
The weather now is okay. 15 degrees
Celsius?
today. Yeah,
That's really cold. It's freaking hot in
that's
here.
15 degrees is like average for a summer here.
Yeah. For us, it's like chilling for us.
Yes, I was 8 degrees this morning, so
38 degrees for us here.
38 degrees.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't think summer even started, to be honest. In my native place, it's a different city in my native place. It's so hot that we used to ride on bikes in the middle of the day.
Hmm.
It reaches almost like 49, 50 degrees Celsius, and literally some people just fall just on the roads because of the sunstrokes. Yeah, it's really hot here. The
At
humidity is pretty much high.
38 degrees is like the highest it will ever be in Belgium.
Yeah. So the race is starting up, 5 lights, and away we go. It's a
The
laggy start, at least for me.
Yeah, I didn't
Ooh,
get information about. Well, I didn't get the 5 lights at least.
okay, yeah, it's a bit laggy for me as well, but everyone had a clean start. I don't think anyone had any damage. I didn't think had collided with each other.
No.
Nice start to the race here. Let's see how everyone does. Faizan goes a bit wide. G Chroma is trying to capitalize on that.
Anirudh getting very close to Vikram.
Oh, and Faizan spun. Faizan has spun in his last.
He might have
I don't
touched
know
with
if
Chroma.
uh, someone might have touched him there.
Difficult to say.
But Takashi is already running away with the race here, showing his really fast pace. Bulldog has joined, but I don't think he's going to participate.
I just joined too late.
Anirudh is close behind Vikram. These are fast guys, Anirudh and Vikram. I think they're pretty close on pace. Let's see. And Mountain seems to have improved as well. So the last three, the Mountain, Anirudh and Vikram are close. I think there's going to be a good fight there. Chikroma isn't too far off.
Now notice
Um,
that G-Chroma is the only one on soft tires. All the other ones are on mediums. It's gonna
yeah,
be interesting to see how that strategy plays out.
I think Chikroma was good for the right decision here. But we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
does. If there's going to be any safety car, anything. Faizan
Anirudh is
has
coming
paid.
close to Vikram. He's gonna go for the overtake on the outside. And he
Oh,
manages to
that's
get it as
really
well.
really good racing here between Anirudh and Vikram.
Makes a small mistake on the next turn. Ooh, and Vikram
Oh,
touched him.
touched him. I don't know if he
Anirudh
has any damage,
still
Vikram.
able to keep everything together. And
Yeah,
Vikram
and
actually
Vikram loses
losing
some
another place
position.
to Mountain.
Yeah, Shikroma is right behind Patrick now. That's going to be interesting. But Takashi is having a comfortable advantage over Svena.
We're pretty close to enabling DRS.
Interesting. Faizan has gone to hard tires. Very interesting.
What is also very interesting to note is that G Chroma has a lot less ERS compared to Patrick. G Chroma is on 20% while Patrick is on
Yes, yeah,
80% of
yeah.
ERS. So he's able to push a lot more. G Chroma is just pushing all the energy he has to make sure to stay inside the 1 second gap for DRS,
Yeah,
which is gonna start benefiting him now.
it's right behind him, but he's in hot lap mode already, and he has 5% DRS. That's crazy. Anirudh is dropping back a bit from G Chroma. Mountain and Vikram having some close fights here. Yeah. No closer fights except G Chroma and Patrick right now. Vikram and Mountain are close enough as well. Faizan has lost his front wing again in his pitting again. Oh, in his misjudged.
Patrick made a big mistake. Faizan got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, he ran wide into the pit entry.
Chikroma is right behind Patrick now.
See what they do.
Especially how the overtake is being performed. Let's hope everything stays clean.
Yeah, so far so good. Mistakes. Vikram and Mountain are close as well. Okay, 1 second, I'll be back.
Meanwhile, Anirudh is closing up to G Chroma as well. He's also getting into the DRS of G Chroma now. So it'd be interesting to see 3 guys into a fight. Of course, G Chroma on the softs, and both Anirudh and Patrick on the mediums. It seems like G Chroma is not being able to close up. I think he's just saving some ERS. And Patrick makes a massive mistake. He loses his entire front wing. He will definitely have to pit.
Yeah.
The question is, what tire does he go on? Because I don't think the softs are able to last 11 laps or 10 laps.
I think he's gonna go on hard tires, but it's on safety car. Let's see.
Yeah, the safety car is gonna help him, definitely.
I think almost everyone is gonna pit at this point. Let's see. Is Takashi pitting? Yeah, he's pitting. Takashi's pitting.
So I guess he's going on the hards then.
Yes.
Takashi, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna affect it much because of his pace. But yeah. Everyone is pitting, I think. Yeah, Anil is pitting. Patrick is pitting.
Patrick got the 5-second penalty as well.
Yeah. Mountain continues and he's leading. So it does not pit. Kashi is speed 2, Bueno is speed 3, Chikroma is speed 4, Another is speed 5.
Now the question is, did Mountain make a mistake? I feel like he did. I think he should have pitted immediately.
Yeah.
As he's gonna have to stop one more time.
Again, yeah.
And all the others are just gonna be able to close in after, behind the safety car.
Yeah, but many of them have gone on soft tires. Wow, that's interesting. I don't think they're gonna last that much. I think maybe 5 laps at best with soft tires in terms of grip you can get.
I mean, let's see. Patrick has gone on the hards. Chroma has gone on the mediums, which plays again perfectly into his strategy as he started on the softs.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, if everyone struggles on the softs and there is no more safety cars, then he might still be able to get a top 3 finish.
What? Mountain?
Yeah, as Takashi and Svena might have to pit again.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Takashi is gonna pit because of his pace. So I think even if he had massive tire wear, he's gonna continue to one and just maintain that throughout the race.
It's hard to say because do you risk getting a puncture?
Getting puncture. Yeah. Faizan is almost half a lap behind him. So I don't think he's gonna catch up before safety car ends.
Doesn't seem like the safety car is coming in yet, so
Yeah,
he'll have another lap.
but Faizan has to be really fast here. I think he's gonna get that one.
I think he's gaining way too slow.
Might be. Let's see. But if he gets close enough, he can have some fight if someone else spits.
Takashi made a mistake, I think, because he's last place now.
I thought it was P2.
Yeah, I guess he made a mistake or something, or he got pushed or whatever, because he's now in
Yeah.
last place.
How did Vikram do? I didn't get that.
Excuse me?
How did Vikram do?
I'm not sure exactly. But he made a big mistake, no?
Maybe. It was a wave actually. So let's see if safety car comes in this lap. I think it should. But Faisal is still not close enough. Safety car is in this lap.
Okay, so it seems like Fiveson actually is pretty close to catching up. And I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is, as everyone's gonna slow
Yeah,
down
he
massively
will
now.
catch up.
So I'm gonna stay on board with Takashi, as it gives us a very nice look over the entire field.
Yeah, Faisal is right behind everyone. Good now. Yeah, Faisal caught up. But he's on soft tires, Faisal. Even after all that.
Yeah, he was in on the safety car as well. Bit of a
Interesting stuff.
weird start.
Yeah, especially at the end. Takashi is going for the move.
He gets
Next it on Patrick.
two people.
Next. Oh, not
Oh,
quite. I don't know.
close with Anirudh.
Yeah, you could see the pace difference there, to be honest. It's definitely faster than all of them. Oh, Chico almost sends it on mountain.
And Anirudh straight goes into the back of him. I think Takashi even might have damage as
Oh,
well.
there's a huge crash. Patrick and someone else going between. It's all kicking off. Takashi's
Oh,
P2.
I think Takashi put Mountain into the wall there.
Might be, yeah.
Didn't give him a lot of space. Takashi very close to Chroma now. Made up
Let's see how
5 positions in 2 sectors.
yeah. Let's see how far Ishikuruma fights his position. But it's definitely not as good as Takashi. But I don't know if Takashi has any damage. He doesn't have any damage.
I don't really know how.
Ooh.
Very aggressive for the overtake. Can you confirm that Anirudh has any damage or not? Because I think he drove
Let me
into
see.
the back of mountain.
Yeah, he does. He misses his right intake.
Yeah.
So he does have damage.
Or in the back of Svenna, I think. Does Svenna have damage?
Spinner doesn't have damage actually.
Okay. So Patrick coming into the pit.
Yeah,
Question is, what tire is he going on?
I think he's on medium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
going
going
on to
medium.
the mediums.
I think that's going to be enough for this race. He doesn't have any issues, but it's going to be super far behind everyone. Oh, it's really close between Mountain and Svenna. Tekashi is still behind Jigoma.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to make a lot of inroads. I don't know what the hell is happening, but Svenna was doing some weird stuff with Anirudh there. Again pushes into the back of Anirudh. Gives him a little kiss to let him know he's still there.
That's really getting close now.
He
Oh,
pushes
that's
him
big
wide again.
contact. Yeah, big contact there. Between Sen and Anirudh.
Takashi is still not getting the exit he wants off of the last
Yeah,
corners.
he is fast enough. I think he's gonna have a good chance to the back straight.
Yeah, if he just makes sure he gets a clean exit. Sven actually getting really close to mountain as well.
Yeah. So Svenna isn't actually that slow as he showed us in qualifying.
No, he's definitely okay. Yeah, and Sven
Yeah,
overtook.
his moves are a bit questionable, but his pace is definitely not that.
Oh, and Takashi makes a bit of a mistake. Getting down the throttle a bit early. Makes him almost spin into the wall. But he manages to recover.
He's struggling Takashi actually, behind Giacomo. Even into the I think he made contact.
And this
No,
is
he
actually
didn't.
hurting his race very much, as
Yeah,
he's on the softs and his tires will go off very quickly, trying to catch up to Chroma like this.
I think he's gonna pit again, Takashi. His engine will be overheating now. He's on yeah, he doesn't use much ERS.
Yeah, but Chroma likes to use a lot of ERS as well. He's on 30%.
But so far, very good from Giacomo. Really good batting here. But he gets close. Takashi is getting close now. He's just a one
He's
tenth
gonna go
away.
for the inside. Chroma not
Yeah,
defending. He's gonna try around the outside. I think he made a mistake, so he's fallen back.
yeah. He's lost a position there. Let's see if he can fight back to the back straight.
Now all G Chroma has to do is make sure to stay in the DRS. Let Tekashi
Yeah.
pull him through the race. Save some ERS, save some fuel.
Oh, he's getting really close. Chicom is getting really close now. He's trying to go around the outside, but Takashi closes the door. It's no way for him. And it's now Takashi's time to pull ahead. Chicom.
Yeah, let's see if he is able to run away.
Patrick is just 6 seconds behind Faisal, even after beating.
Yeah, 5-zone made another mistake. Tekashi making a mistake, putting Chroma very close to Tekashi again. Not going for the move.
Oh, really
As
nice
Tekashi.
defending there from Takashi.
And
Oh, and he
Chroma
knows
making
it's
a
it.
mistake. That's
Oh,
Fenna
that's
into
really
second place. Chroma into
oh, he loses
fifth.
2 moves. Yeah, really unfortunate for Zico. He's really defending really good there. Takashi was actually really good defense there. Takashi just places it right in the middle of the track so that Jikroma has nowhere to dive bomb him and then force him into a mistake there. Really, really good racing here between Takashi and Jikroma.
Mountain going
And
into the pits.
Mountain, yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
on
on
medium,
the
so
9 lap old mediums.
okay, so
He
this,
did not pit under the safety car. So it's gonna be interesting to see, because it's definitely not game over for G Chroma,
yeah,
as he's on his last stint.
he's
Takashi and
fighting for
Svenna and Anirudh still might
Jikroma. I
have
mean,
to
we
pit.
will have a fight for bottom. I think.
You think he has a penalty, or?
No, I think they're. I'm not sure, but on track because soft tires are going to go away. So Anirudh and Jikroma will fight. I think for pole
Jikroma has a
position.
couple of warnings, so he has to watch out for the penalty.
Yeah. Takashi still leading with 2 second gap. I think he's going to be comfortable in that position there. Chikoma is closing in. Oh no, it makes another mistake and he lost his front wing too. Chikoma definitely now out of the contention. Probably.
Is his wing damaged? Oh yeah, he lost the end plate. So the
Let's
question
see if
is,
he's gonna
does he go into the pits now, or does he
all the way.
stay out? Five's getting another 3-second penalty.
Yeah. Patrick closing in again. See what Chroma can does. This Chroma Pits is I don't know if he's going. Yeah, he's going to be behind Mountain. So he has to fight back again. Does he go into the pitch? No, it doesn't. Choose to stay out. Like good decision there from Chroma, but let's see how much pace he loses compared to Mountain. What Mountain goes up. So everyone is a bit spread out now, so there's no any capsule account the part for the new. Kashi is still comfortable, right? He's not majorly fast in Svenna, but definitely faster than.
Svenna is actually slowly catching Takashi.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he makes a mistake there. Svenna makes a mistake, but I don't think he blocks much from wing. Yeah, still doesn't have any damage. Interesting pace from Svenna. Patrick has a 3 second time penalty.
It's gonna be interesting to see how long these tires last,
Yeah,
because 7 laps they're starting to hurt.
and there's 4 more laps, I think. Yeah,
And
three
it's
more laps to go. I don't think it's gonna go for puncture territory, but it's gonna be really good. Oh, Takashi is slowing down. Interesting. Wait a minute, why is Takashi slowing down? He's going off throttle.
doesn't seem like he has any damage on the tires.
No.
He just
He's
doesn't
just
push.
yeah, he just backed out. Very weird.
Maybe he wants to have a battle with, or maybe
Oh,
he's
sorry, he
just
was
trying to not get his tires to 100%. Maybe he's just
hey, what this? No. Sorry, it wasn't Takashi. It's actually Suena that I was looking at.
yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was. Yeah, it's a VSC. That's where he was slowing down.
I'm not
I didn't
sure
catch
exactly
that.
what is happening to him. Although let's hope we'll
VSC ends.
know later
Okay, so
on.
it was VSC. I was confused why he was going off throttle
Ah,
because I
okay.
didn't
It didn't show
did
VSC
not.
for me.
Okay. I
Okay,
wasn't
that
noticing
explains a
the
lot.
VSC. Yeah.
I mean, it might have shown VSC, but I hadn't noticed it anyway.
Faizan has spit again, so he's gonna be last for sure.
Anirudh has pitted at this point. Chroma has as well, because
Yeah,
he had damage. Otherwise, he would have been definitely in front of Anirudh.
yeah.
Now let's see if Takashi is pitting or not. Doesn't look like it.
No, I think he's gonna go. He's gonna stay out and complete the race on these tires.
That's gonna be a very impressive run as he
Yeah,
pushes his softs to 10 laps. No,
yeah.
11 laps.
7 laps.
I think
But
Svena's gonna
he's,
do the
he's
same
comfortable.
thing.
I don't. I didn't get into puncture territory. I think maybe 60-70%. I think is going to be the best. Uh, managing them really well.
It's gonna be very tricky to not make any mistake, as
Yeah,
making a mistake here might cost you all the positions you have. Svena getting really close to the wall.
fairly big gaps between everyone. No interesting fight going on at the moment. Yeah, everyone just stabilized. I love to have Takashi for the season because he's shown some good racing and some good pace as well. If he stays in the league beyond season one, then I'll definitely we have to have him in season two as well. Gigoma has closed up almost half a second to Mountain. It's really close. Mountain doesn't have any damage. Yeah, let's see what Gigoma does.
5-Zan
5
getting
gets
another
it.
penalty. And all Takashi has to do is not make another mistake.
Yeah. Does he have any penalties? Takashi.
Let me have a look. He has a 5-second time penalty.
Okay. But what I'd love with Codemasters to do is give some more slots for the lobbies because just two spectators is a bit like, I mean, it's all right, but like if you have some more people in the lobby, you can actually set up like race teams, like a proper race engineers for league racing. Have multiple people looking at different vehicles and strategies.
Yeah, I don't actually know how they do it in the
Real life.
races for the virtual GP, as they have
Yeah,
multiple
yeah. Even
queues.
the esport guy. Some people I've heard that some esports players can actually get info on everyone around them, but I don't know how they get their info because there's only two
Watching
spectators, so they
streams, I
have
guess. Just watching
yeah.
streams.
Oh yeah. So they have to set up all the monitors for all the 20 members
Yeah,
to do it, right?
I guess so.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Anyways, Takashi wins very comfortably today for Takashi. This Squana comes in second place, and it comes in third. Mountain is going to be fourth. Let's see what he yeah, G-Chroma jumps Mountain after penalties. So he's on fourth, G-Chroma on fourth, and Mountain on fifth. Patrick will be coming in at sixth. I don't think he's going to be any problems with the
He
position.
has a broken front wing again.
Yeah, but he manages to bring it home. Faizan comes seventh after interesting strategy and some more rat race, I guess.
Just making a lot of mistakes. Something I'll definitely.
Very inconsistent. A lot of them are inconsistent. That's the main problem with some of them.
Well, hopefully he's able to fix it before the race of Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was an interesting race as well. Maybe not as chaotic as the first one, but definitely much better racing than the first one. Very interesting. See what the racing start at the end. 1 second. There you go. Tekashi in first place, Svena in second, Anirudh in third, Chikroma in fourth, Mountain in fifth, Patrick in sixth, Five-Star in seventh, Vikram in eighth position. Anirudh just loves the third position. In the previous race as well, or third position. I think he's second in championship, I'm not sure. But he's been a really consistent driver. So yeah, very fun 2 races here for the reserve drivers and some seasonal drivers as well. We hope to conduct more of these races and have some more fun as many more people seem to join our league day by day. We're very happy to host them, and we're looking forward to the race at the weekend coming up in China. It's not my favorite track, but definitely I think it's going to be good track for racing. So yeah, I think that's it. That's the end of the stream, I guess, right?
Yeah, I've not seen people complain about the stream today, so I
Yeah,
think the
I'll look back
quality
the
was
entire
fine.
stream. Yeah, I'll look back into the stream. I'll see if there's any problems or how the stream went. So, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll be hoping to catch up on the next race, on the league race coming up on Sunday in China. Goodbye.